Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon or good evening, wherever, depending on wherever you are watching this live stream from. I am Freezing Falcon, as always, your host for this evening, founder and CEO of Abel Jets Virtual Group. Welcome to another live stream with the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel. This time around we will be flying something that we haven't flown in a while, which is the Just Flight Avro RJ Professional. And the routing for this evening's live stream, ladies and gentlemen, will also be quite a special one, which is from Boston Logan International Airport in Massachusetts, where, you know, Boston is famously known for its educational history, such as MIT being in Massachusetts as well, and some other prestigious Ivy League universities spread over the state. On this afternoon's morning rather, in this morning's live stream, ladies and gentlemen, we will be heading towards the capital of the US of A, Washington DC, that is, with the aforementioned Just Flight Avro RJ Professional. The Washington DC airport itself that we are heading to this morning will be KDCA, Kilo Delta Charlie Alpha, which is the Ronald Reagan National Airport. Some of you might know the airport, which is the one that is situated very close in proximity to the White House and the Capitol, which, you know, gives lots of challenges to pilots trying to land at the airport, such as restricted airspaces and the presence of, you know, air defense systems across the city. Because, as you might have known, ladies and gentlemen, Washington DC has some of the world's most heavily defended airspaces. The aircraft that we are flying this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is the RJ85 version of the Avro RJ family, which is the most produced variant of the Avro RJ series, if I'm not mistaken. Just basically like the middle, mid-sized fuselage length version of the Avro RJ family. He's registered as Papa Kilo Alpha Juliet Quebec and bears the nose name of Zhong Cuifen. She also operates for Abel Jump, which is the feeder airline / regional airline subsidiary of Abel Jets Virtual Group. It's a rather cloudy and rainy morning in Boston. It appears to be, according to live weather, unfortunately. We'll have to see, folks, the weather in Washington DC. If it'll be quite clear when we arrive, we might try the the infamous river visual approach into runway 19er, which is practically the title of this morning's live stream. On the other, folks, Lalo will also be joining us. He said you should be momentarily spawning, which means this will be a group flight, not just me flying around. Oh, on the other, folks, also Dharma Tatya is currently doing a live stream on his own, his YouTube channel, from Jakarta to Solo, if I'm not mistaken, with the Garuda Indonesia Airbus A330neo. So if you want to see another fellow VATSIM live streamer that usually flies with us, but although he's flying a different route this time round, you can head over to his YouTube channel, which is Dharma Tatya. I'll try to mention that on the live chat once we get moving, because, you know, this particular live stream was not meant to be a joint group flight as per the usual Friday evening live streams that we've had previously. Alright, folks, without further ado, let's jump into the flight deck of Papa Kilo Alpha Juliet Quebec and set her up for this morning's flight to DC. go. I haven't done much with the preps as usual. Just line up the electrical systems of the aircraft as well as aligning the ISS of the aircraft. The IR snap switches are there, ladies and gentlemen, in the Avro RJ, which is quite quirky. Usually they are situated on top in most other aircrafts, but yeah, it's not necessarily the case with the Avro RJ. Alright, let me just generate a flight plan from SimBrief first, and then we will get ourselves ready for this morning's flights. There we go. Alright, Lalo's currently asking regarding where am I parked. Charlie 3-3 that is, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, let's generate a flight plan. I've done the test sector earlier this afternoon, or at least afternoon on my time zone, so hopefully I'm slightly familiar with the routing now. Let's fire up safe tensions as well. Our call sign this evening will be Skyjumper 1255 from Boston to KDCA, Washington Reagan National. Papa Kilo Alpha Juliet Quebec will be our call sign. Block time is going to be about an hour and 40 minutes. There goes Lalo, folks. Let's see where he is. Just next to us in the VSOV. Also flying an Abel Jump RJ85, as you can see in the live stream there. Try to find the prepared routing for this evening. It's something that is a thing in the US. So let's try to find Boston to DC. Okay. Here's our flight plan. Socks Sid. For the DL arrival, that will be. Just take the Clipper one, I suppose. So we'll be flying overland. VATSIM departure on Mission 9. Runway 01 is currently active at Washington DC. Winds 250 knots, visibility 632 miles, 999 meters, but it's on IFR condition, unfortunately. We're overcast at 800 feet. Oh, you know what, folks? Perhaps we can also, trying to get a little bit creative, shall I say, later on, where we'll change the live weather to a more, BFR conditions, more prevalent BFR conditions. So that means we can shoot for the river visual approach. Fingers crossed on that. Sorry, fingers crossed on we will not need to change the weather from live to a preset, but yeah, we'll have to see about that later on during this evening's live stream. Right, 13:45. That'll be our departure. Sorry, our EOBT, estimated off-block time. Cruise profile Mach 7, that'll do. Alternates will be as well. Runway 09 is now currently active at Boston Logan Airport. Right, flight plan has been generated. Let's import the flight plan as well from SimBrief. There we go, runway 09 for departure. Around there, 09, as you can see on the Navigav map. Yeah, but you know, typical American airport, folks. Lots of runways with various different headings, which can be a bit, you know, confusing at times. But it is what it is. Call sign for this evening will be Skyjumper 1255. Cruising at flight level 300, and that's been pre-flight. This already been sent. It gives also ATC as well. Of the camera presets there, powered by Feral 42's what's the program name again? Chase plane. 1, and also Erica will be our lead flight attendant for this this morning's live stream. There she goes. Speed set. That to GSX. There goes our flight plan. Import it into the aircraft's EFB. Import OFB. That'll do. Right, we'll request refueling from GSX now. Or rather, we could do this remotely from here. There we go. Alright. CTAF on Boston is 128.8. 128.8, that'll be. Auto ATC spark of 1311. On the other hand, folks, as usual, we will be opening our company frequency at 123.210 MHz in case that you want to chat alongside us in this morning's live stream. We try to set it up. On the other hand, folks, I'm also currently eating dinner, so apologies if you hear some munching noises here and there. 121.5. Sets. Company calling. Yeah, it's not there yet. Unfortunately, folks, the Just Flight Avro RJ does not have, you know, like a direct method to uplink the flight plan from SimBrief to the aircraft's FMC. Which means I got to,
Hello, company calling.
555 cap. Got to manually import the flight plan through SimBrief download, and that is. Okay. Activate. Mga tesisnya ya bang, semoga tahun ini bisa okto.
Amin. Terima kasih banyak.
What he's currently doing is thesis, folks. He's doing an MSc in aerospace engineering. Exactly the same university that we used to take. But I'm currently applying for another MSc in aerospace engineering for abroad, in the UK that is. I've received my letter of acceptance from. Yeah, I'll let you know the university name when comfortable to say so. Well, I'm currently in the process of trying to find the what's it called, scholarships for the uni, because you know it's not a secret that studying in the West is not necessarily cheap. Warm up the FMC there. Sorry, not the FMC, what's this called? The weather radar. Put it up on standby. On the other hand, I think we can also greet Erica alongside her crewmates for this morning. Hi Erica, welcome on board this morning's flight from Boston to Washington Reagan National. I hope that you and your crew are doing well. Looking forward to work alongside with you and your crewmates. As usual, if there is anything out of the ordinary, please do let me know. And also please inform me when we are ready to start boarding. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Faza Abel. The crew and I are doing well and looking forward to a smooth flight. I will keep you informed as we prepare to start boarding. Please let me know if you need anything.
As it goes. The aircraft is still being refueled here. I think did set these off, but yeah, so be it. There goes the refueling ports on the right hand side of the aircraft. Alright folks, just finished my dinner and, you know, putting the plate back. Apologies for the silence there. Alright, let's continue with the pre-flights. Means I can be more focused on the aircraft itself without the need of eating anything. Right, let's do the overheads. Check the electrical pumps. Gimana, Cap?
Ya enggak, tadi aku salah pencet.
Siap. Right, electrical pumps look good. Get the lower inner pump on, because we are going to start the APU momentarily. That's the OAT currently. About 17 degrees centigrade. Not that warm, but not that cold as well. Reagan fire test. This one. 2. 3. 4. APU fire test. Extinguishers. Smoke. There we go. Stall warning. Here's the left stick shaker. The other stick shaker. Or that'll do. Stall ident. There you go. That's good. ADC test. Good. The other one. And data computers are looking good. What's the current QNH? Boss. Let's check. Current altimeter, or they call it altimeter here, I think, in the US instead of QNH. runway 09, wasn't it? The departure runway. It doesn't have any ILS in the VTB. So yeah, we will not have any sorts of localizers that can guide us for the departure, but that's alright. Weather altimeters 3031. 3031, wasn't it? 3001, sorry. 3001.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear.
3001, a high pressure system in the VTB. Should be usually it signifies good weather, but yeah, it's not necessarily the best of weather, is it? 112.7 is the positive VOR. We'll put that on the VHF nav. Take this one. 2. Alright, that'll do. Hopefully it's complete. To the pedestal. Hi Erica, I just want to ask you if we are ready to start boarding. Thank you. There goes the cabin.
Yes, Captain. We are ready to start boarding.
Okay,
I'll make the announcement now.
Alright, thank you. Start the boarding process, folks. And yes, folks, Just Flight Avro RJ and other Just Flight aircrafts, they have the aforementioned speakers and audio systems that play boarding music, which, you know, it's a good thing for when you have like a custom boarding music like Abel Jets do. Yeah, you gotta pause that one. One from the aircraft. No, thank you. Alright, continue with the pre-flight procedure. Set this to data. Waypoint, LNAV, that'll do. Ground speed for now. That's LNAV as well. Waypoint.
Passengers boarding started.
About an hour from, sorry, an hour and 10 minutes from our scheduled departure time. We've got plenty of time remaining. The radar is operational. Let's do the box, shall we? Cruising altitude this evening, sorry, this morning. Level 300. Sorry, 300. Zero fuel weight. 34.6 tons. Fuel, plan to fuel 6.2 tons. Final reserve will be 2.3 tons. Cruise wind's gonna be 256 at 27 knots. With an ISA deviation of 8 degrees centigrade. Transition altitude standard across the US of A, 18,000 feet that is. Line up 180 for the reciprocal, the transition level. Well, just gonna take us from runway 09 via the, what was that? Path 7 departure. No transition, that'll do. Execute that. set 25 nautical mile radius ring on Boston. Is that people need to, hold and turn back to the airport if we've encountered any sort of engine failure. Lost control of perhaps windshield as well. To return 0902 and 25. Will do. Check. Go. 0902 will be our departure course. You can see some passengers there in the terminal, which is quite cool. Heading as well. Initial climb will be to 5,000 feet, according to the synth blade, if I'm not mistaken. There's that, and this one as well. And this aircraft looks, although the MCP, which is obviously taken from 737 Classic, although it does have a VNAV button here, it doesn't actually do anything because the aircraft is not equipped with any sort of VNAV system. The VNAV and the MLS buttons are there just to future-proof the aircraft in case in the upcoming years such functions were to be installed on board. It's quite interesting. Bell scan, come on. Green heats coming on. Logo entry. Fine. Let's fire up the APU, shall we? Firing up. If you see big textures in the cabin box, that's unfortunately GSX seated passenger speaker, which doesn't necessarily work well with the Just Flight Avro RJ. APU power is available. We'll introduce the packs now. Packs 1 and 2. Oh, we'll just use packs 1 rather. It's an odd day. Static elevation at DC, 0 feet, that'll do. Set the APU gen. Galley can come on. Disconnect the GPU. WSS.
Glide slow.
Also close the door, shall we? To conserve FPS.
Terrain ahead. Pull up.
That up. Do the CCAS test as well.
CCAS test. CCAS test. Test.
That'll do. Use force takeoff.
Boarding is complete.
Boston traffic number 62 Yankee Heavy, short final 04 White Boston.
The trims for departure. Yeah, right, we'll disconnect the GPU now. Lock brakes are set, that is kept. Dropped as well. Come on. Our chocks are gone. checklist. Cockpit preparation checklist. Circuit breakers are in. Radars on standby. Electric GPU, APU. We've got APU power established. Not the entry lights showing. There we go. It's basically the flood lights. Oh, what's it called? The storm lights. Dome lights, rather. Right, altitude. We haven't gauged that. Do. Checked on the right hand side. Checked on the left hand side as well. Oxy pelvic pressure checked. Cockpit preparation checklist is completed. Boarding is now complete. We will prepare the aircraft for push and start now. We'll keep the hydraulics off for push and start, which is the SOP on the Avro RJ. Cabin emergency lights can on, no smoking on as well. Beacon. Box for now. New air. Those can come on. Unshare the lights. We haven't tested that, have we? Alright, looking good. Engine anti-ice can come on, all of them. We already push and start. Requested. Correct station check. Pins and covers 1, 2, 3 on board. Aircraft lock check. Pocket brake is set. Fuel quantity 6.2 tons on both tanks checked. Altimeters 3001 checked. Pressurization
Hello,
also
Captain.
checked.
We are ready for pushback.
IRS 2 nav. Somewhere around there. FMS has been checked. Flight guidance. Yeah, we'll engage the modes later on. During the push, after the push, sorry. Ground station checks below the line is complete. We haven't even done takeoff briefing vlogs, completely forgot about that. So we'll do that just now.
Completed. Bypass pin inserted.
So yeah folks, we will be pushing back from stand Charlie 33 at Boston Logan Airport, pushing towards the southeast. Expecting runway 09 for departure, which means there will be taxiway Charlie, Bravo. Crossing 4 left via Kilo, then into Mike. It's quite a interesting taxi route.
Locking gear.
Fast 7 on after departure. Of course, this morning, initial departure heading will be 092 at flow, maximum 250 knots, 4,000 feet at least, as you can see. Then to Finley. Gillett, swim, Dethams, and pads finally. Takeoff minimum not applicable for, a set of minimum climb of 500 feet or more. Transition altitude standard across the US 18,000 feet. Radar required for non-GPS aircraft. We are equipped with GPS, so that'll do. Top altitude 5,000 feet for all of these sets. 4,000 will do. Pads maintain 5,000. Expect clearance to file altitude within 10 minutes after departure. Speed restrictions from that's only for runway 15 right. In case that we will need to return back to the airport, runway. I don't think your runner is available for landing, so that'll be. No, 04 left will do. Perhaps 04 left or... Yeah, 04 left will do. 1103 at the course of 035. In case of engine failure, loss of control or VGO, we will fly runway heading, hold at 25 nautical mile DME from the Boston field, from the airport itself, which we have set on the FMC. Hold at about 3,000 feet, whichever is later. as we have reached the green dot speed or the S speed, we will retract flaps accordingly, as well as the landing gear. Set to level change mode once we are clean to 3,000 feet, holding at the designated it's called the out of fix radius 25 miles. We'll just do the holds manually. Right hand turns, 1 minute legs, and then we'll plan for our return back to the airports. Primary threats for this morning will be pilot complacency as well as unfamiliarity with the region. So as any of those, do you have any questions, comments or concerns, Cynthia? No, that should complete the departure briefing. That's still the EFB now. Oops. Alright, crew at station checks, below the line takeoff data set. We haven't done that actually. Okay, there we go. VR131, V2138, V1131, VR131 as well. We cross 131. V dot is 184, which is the acceleration altitude, sorry, acceleration speed. You rated takeoff at about 92% there. Flexing at 32 degrees centigrade, sorry, 26 degrees centigrade, as we can see there. Trims set, sorry, that's the takeoff data which has been checked. Trims are set, takeoff briefings performed, crew at station check is completed. Moving on to the before engine slot checks, belt signs are on, packs NAB air are off, beacons and strobes, we'll need to fire off the strobes as well actually, which is quite interesting. Beacon and strobes on. Door turn windows are closed, unmoved, lights on, set the flight attendants there, America that is, TCAS, yeah, we'll just leave it on mode Charlie for now, that'll do. Clear signal receipt, sorry, TCAS mode Charlie, which will push our engine start before engine start checklist is completed. Go back to Unicom. The music for pushback. Facing to the north, expecting sport Charlie. Charlie 1-4 will do. Or was it Charlie 1-4, Charlie 1-3? Just grab the chart here. Parking gates will be this one. Charlie 1-4 will do. We will not need for any pull procedures for this morning. Use Charlie 1-4.
Release parking brake.
Are we on the CTAF? Yes, we are. Boston traffic, Skyjumper 1255 now pushing back from stand number Charlie 3 through expecting runway 09 for departure. Boston traffic. Alright, release.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Set run. Wait for engine start.
Listen.
Boston
Reagan,
traffic, Boston, this is 59 and radio check, please.
555.
Thank you much.
Start Marshal can command, using ignition.
Skyjumper.
We're on.
Parking Charlie 21.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Abel Jump Flight Avro RJ85 departing Boston, Washington. My name is Erica, and on behalf of the entire crew, I would like to introduce our captain, Father Abel, and our first officer, Cynthia Schmidt. Joining me today are my fellow crew members James, Sarah, and Michael.
50% into
As we
fuel flow.
prepare for departure, I would like to take a moment to go over some important safety information. First, please ensure that your
Aircraft is
seatbelt
powered
is
by
fastened
4 high
and
trials.
Pushing out up to 9 air for runway 4 right.
You know, the engine's
In
not
the event
that
of a loss of
powerful.
cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your nose and mouth and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to put your own mask on before assisting others.
Speed
For
extra
those
on.
of you seated near the exits, please note that this
Number four,
aircraft has 2
stabilize,
emergency
starting
exits
engine.
located at the front and 2 at the rear. In the event of an evacuation,
Dutch
all
parking
luggage
brake.
behind
Brake
will
set.
Awaiting your
proceed to the
confirmation
nearest
for a good
exit.
engine start.
Now with regard to good engine start, you may disconnect.
Light belts located under
We have a
the
good
seat.
engine start.
To
You can
use
disconnect.
it, pull it out, place it over your head, and secure the straps around your waist.
20%.
Inflate it by pulling the red tabs. And if you need to deflate it,
Too low.
simply blow into the tube. We will be flying at an altitude of 30,000 feet, and the estimated flight time is approximately 1 hour and 15 minutes. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy.
You know,
the flight.
folks, the RJ85 is called the Whisper Jet or the Jumbolino because
items from the
her engines are very silent. Mas
Thank you for
Adi!
your attention.
Malam Mas Abel! Selamat malam juga Mas Adi, hope you are enjoying this live stream so far. Old style aircraft bikin pusing. Iya mas, memang ada tantangannya sendiri mas bawa pesawat kayak gini mas. Dia basically pesawat tua tapi dikasih EVs gitu mas, ada CRT screennya gitu. Jadi sistemnya masih sistem pesawat tua tapi ya dia udah dikasih electronic displays gitu. Jadi kayak mix hybrid between old aircraft and new aircraft gitu mas. Hope you enjoying this live stream so far mas Adi. Oops. Oopsie daisy. Alright, number 3 stabilized, starting into number 2. Play the official Abel Jets Virtual Group safety briefing video as always, shall we? There we go. We've received the hand seal on the left hand side there from the ground crew. Thank you very much for the sims at grade 1.
Hello everyone, I'm Freezing Falcon from
Alright,
Abel Jets
20%
Group.
into
Welcome on board one of our
you
aircraft
want
that is
the
part
number
of
2
our
engine.
3,000 airplane strong fleet. We're glad to be your airline for your flight today.
Do we have any ATC?
Please watch this safety briefing video that
You know,
will be
it's like
provided by
7
our
AM
crew.
US now.
Enjoy.
It's early in the morning. Thank you Mas Abel. Mas Adi, hope you're enjoying the stream. Kapan Mas streaming lagi Mas? Udah lama nggak nongol tuh di YouTube? Atau fokus di TikTok kayak Mas Aldo Mas Adi sekarang? and to number 2 engine stabilized. Starting into number 1.
When we made this airlift, we concluded that safety is our highest priority. All aircraft already equipped with safety devices such as seatbelt, oxygen mask, and life vests. In accordance with the International Civil Aviation Organization, seatbelts shall be used when in flight. So whenever the seatbelt sign is lit, please fasten your seatbelt by inserting the plastic through the buckle and tighten by pulling the strap. You can undo your seatbelt by pressing the button.
Low oil pressure light should come off momentarily. There we go. Bikin YouTube lagi deh. Siap Mas, ditunggu Mas. I'll be waiting for you.
Welcome to Abel Maintenance Facility. MF is the world's leading entertaining aircraft. We have this big hangar which able to accommodate up to 8 jumbos with 380
Niat banget ada safety videonya. Itu hasil kegabutan teman-teman di Abel Jets kayak 2 tahun lalu Mas. Dia buat Just Flight Simulator sih sebenarnya. Cuma ya udahlah dipakai buat MSFS juga aja. Thank you Mas. Alright, temp 1 stabilized. We'll set the generators now.
In the event of emergency landing, please take a moment to locate your life jackets. It will be below your seat, under the seat in front of you, or under the bed for first class passenger. To use the life jacket, simply take your life jacket, put it over your head, pass the strap around your waist, clip at the front and tighten it. There's a red tag and mouthpiece for inflation and whistle to attract attention.
We'll leave the APU for departure. Deploy the packs fit there folks. Considering that the sub-mentioned aircraft doesn't necessarily have the most powerful engines. Flaps 18 for departure. We'll do the flight controls check. Ready. Pull up. Pull down. neutral,
Whenever the
left,
aircraft loses the oxygen pressure,
right,
a mask will
neutral,
drop from the
rudders,
back.
left,
Put it on your nose and tighten
right,
the strap.
neutral,
Oxygen will
flight
flow
controls
when
are
you
checked,
brake.
and that is
Secure
landing
your
on
mask
the
first before assisting others.
use of the aircraft there. Some pictures on taxiway, that's FOD folks. That's for an object damage. Alright, continue with the checklist. Operation star generators are on, brake fans should be on auto, which they are.
In 2020, you're the world
hydraulics are on and auto, ice
aircraft by
protection.
over 3,000 airframe
Only
divided
the,
into more than 10 child company, including the Abel Pixel,
Main heaters are on. We
Abel
will
SAL,
you know, engage the
Abel
rest of
Cosmos,
the others accordingly, depending
Intercontinental,
on
and
the
many more. Also in 2020,
precipitation that we
we're
will
the
be
first to
facing, about
introduce the
90
aviation
degrees
on
there on the
first Abel
080,
Jets living room
which is not necessarily enough to you know,
for business,
require
Abel first
engine
class,
anti-ice.
and Abel suit.
Air conditioning as required. Yeah, we've gauge package 1 with the APU air for departure, auto throttle, arm that set LNAV.
Before we depart,
flaps 18,
please make sure all baggage is secured on the overhead deck.
receive on the left hand side, right hand side.
We made safety our priority. Smoking isn't allowed on any part of the aircraft. Please deboard the
taxi
aircraft
routing.
if you need to smoke. Your aircraft is equipped with a life raft in case of emergency while
Charlie,
landing. Please take a moment to identify your nearest emergency exit. The cabin crew is pointing it out.
That's Mike. Hold in quarter to liner. Watching traffic, Skyjumper 1255 now taxi.
We are now nearing our
please, your
departure time.
flight Charlie
Please
Bravo.
be sure mobile devices
short of
and
kilo
airplane
runway
mode now.
for left.
If you have any questions,
traffic.
feel free to ask them to our cabin crew. They will be more than glad to help you out. Thank you for choosing us, and
Alright,
thank you for keeping our dreams alive. Have a very pleasant flight.
Ground, runway 31 left for departure, follow Sky, central, straight back to Regal. Deposit 411 heading, taxi, right turn at Juliet, and left turn on runway 4 left, and home short back to Regal. Alright, you're runway 9 left, clear for takeoff.
Just on the paper ground crossing, for that, that's the kilo. On the Boston traffic, any setup coming in from Reagan?
Safety briefing complete. We'll remove the IFE. Is that?
Boston traffic is on to 359er.
Attention all aircraft, information Foxtrot is now current. Altimeter 3001.
Hey, this is just fog, isn't it? The 080 is about 20 degrees centigrade. It's not that cold outside. What's Lala doing there? The RJ85 isn't necessarily massive, is it? The size of it. And this is the, you know, most prominent feature of the aircraft. Boom. The massive speed brakes and spoilers there, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is like the intersection that we need to cross. No, another one. We are currently approaching Echo. This is definitely Echo crossing. Hello.
Looking at the 359, taking off 4 right Boston. I'm going to Celtic 7 departure.
traffic, Skyjumper 1255 crossing runway 4 left via Kilo, Boston.
Boston traffic, Skyjumper 1.
Clear on the left, clear on the right. Safety checks, completely forgot about that. We'll do that once we are clear of the runway.
Boston traffic, Skyjumper 160, now taxi to runway 09 at via Alpha 2 Bravo, Bravo and Mike. Boston traffic.
Sounder 359 holding short on 4 right for the departing traffic.
Boston traffic runway 04 left is clear, Boston. Increases for departure.
Sounder 359 rolling 4 right if the traffic departing 9 could hold for us to depart.
Have a safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Sounder 359 rolling running 4 right. Welcome.
Alright, we'll hold short here. Short's coming up a while. We haven't done the taxi checklist, that's why. Alright, where were we? Taxi checks, ATC clearance verified, thrust and takeoff data checked. Takeoff briefing completed, config. Checked. FWS checked, yeah, that'll come off by itself. Do. Cabin is secured, ready for departure. Cabin crew, seats for departure, please.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for departure.
Is that a sailing boat? Interesting. Boston traffic, Skyjumper 1255 now lining up on runway 09 via Mike. Boston.
Switch traffic on 359 crossing 1,300. Watch out for crosswind on departure. Call departing.
Alright. That's good, come on. TCAS, DRA. Is that Lalu? Why is it there already? What's it doing? Wait, what? Did he take a shortcut or something? Ah, yes, he did. Yeah, we should have just taken Bravo, I suppose. Didn't see that. Cheeky boy. Clear. Birds. That'll be a threat as well, isn't it? Okay, load up the runway, we'll just wait here. Just wait for that, what's it called? That Lufthansa, yeah, he's away. Should be good. No interference with this departure, hopefully. Boston traffic, Skyjumper 1255 now departing out of runway 09 path 7 departure. Boston. Start chrono, should be good for departure. Vital config check. It's good. Where the radar, folks?
Safe flight.
Thank you, sir. Alright, start rolling. Please. Bit Nice, 40%. More birds. Setting of thrust.
Check thrust.
Indications from all.
Thrust set.
Indications from all.
80 knots.
Check.
Boston traffic, good correction, good morning. Air France 333 Mike at stand Echo 6 will be pushing back onto Alpha facing to the east. Boston traffic.
Positive cloud.
Here's coming up.
0 select.
Well, nav's armed. Birds.
Boston traffic, Skyjumper 1260 now, leaning up at the front with 09 what's that?
Off we go to DC, ladies and gentlemen. $1,500 feet, set level change. Buck up 2250 knots. 200 fish rather. Let's port thrust. Boston traffic. Skyjumper 1255 airborne passing 2,300 feet, climbing 5,000 feet. Boston. Up 252 knots, no speed restrictions. Right, that'll do. Passing through some precipitation, folks. Ice is not detected though. Just fire up the engine. And the ice for now. Just as a precaution.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
Flaps up.
Boston traffic, Skyjumper 1260 now departing.
Into the clouds already.
09 Alpha, so 7 Boston traffic.
Go, down descent. I suppose that's the top cloud there. To the left. Go, Command Alpha. Okay, folks, let's assume that we proceed further.
Well, 135, you on frequency?
$5,000 will go up to
Boston traffic, just be aware there is an A350 departing 15 right, unresponsive.
Back level change. into the clouds already. Unfortunately, the what they call the GSX passengers are not necessarily helping.
2,400 climbing to 5,000 feet via Sierra Sierra Oscar Kilo Sierra 7.
$6,000. Let the bank angle selected to 25 degrees. Yeah, we'll switch to engineer once we are clear of the clouds. See, the climb rate, folks, is just like a propeller aircraft, isn't it? 1,500 feet per minute, just at 7,000 feet there. It's quite funny.
Boston traffic. Air France 333 Mike, we're taxiing to runway 9er via Alpha Bravo, crossing 4 left at Bravo, crossing 4 left at Kilo, right on Mike, holding short of 9er. Boston traffic.
Nonetheless, the Avro RJ is quite a beautiful looking aircraft, isn't she? And I suppose that's the top base of the clouds of Boston. Yep, that is it. See? The white blue skies all above us. Go up to our transition altitude here, 18,000 feet that is. Go. About 10,000 there, almost. We'll then switch to the climb speed to 280 knots. We are still using level change, folks, because as I've mentioned, the Avro RJ does not have any VNAV capabilities. 10,000, time to accelerate away. Oh no, some more clouds. Right then, it is what it is. We'll switch to engineer for now from the APU. Shut down the APU. I'll do. And off we go to Washington DC, Reagan DCA box.
They now use your electronic devices. I'm pleased to inform you that our onboard Wi-Fi service is available. We will be flying approximately 1 hour and 50 minutes, covering a distance of 346 miles. After our meal service, I will be coming round with items from the Abel Jump shop. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight.
Oops, forgot about lights. White blue skies, folks. White blue skies. Shut down the guys now. Which means more power to the engines. There we go. Altitude selector up to level 3 here, sure, I suppose. We've got some interior cameras as well, used to be. Those are the 4 hair dryers that are powering the Avro RJ, ladies and gentlemen. Company calling. Itu kok ada APP nyala ya? Good folks. Please accept my apology for the slow climb rate of the aircraft here. We are still just at about flight level 160, folks. We haven't even passed through the, what's it called, the transition altitude in the US of A. Is at flight level 180 / 18,000 feet. Should come momentarily from now.
Males, itu udah jalan duluan.
Bahaya.
BTW kok arahku beda ya, bentar, ku cek.
Apanya?
Poin-poinku kok beda ya?
Oh, emang beda aja seatnya. Aku tadi ambil yang 47 soalnya, biar nggak terbang di atas laut.
Oh alah, kirain aku salah info.
Mana aja, Cap? $18,000 feet dials set to 2902 and pressure checked, passing level 190 and that is checked. Up to max time. What PR stations are we traversing through this morning? Set of paths. Nearly Bradley Johnson 11705. $10,000 feet to go. ATC udah mulai bangun nih Bang Padaan.
Ya, padahal masih pagi.
Dan hari Senin. It's Monday, folks. Both got some ATCs already covering many places across continental USA. Got Boston Approach online, Kennedy Towers online. Perhaps they have Kennedy Steve on frequency as well there. Depan aku ada Boeing 757 tuh Bang, pesawat langka tuh. Hope you are enjoying the live stream so far, ladies and gentlemen. Yoi. Kalau buat MSFS lagi dibuat sama Bluebird Sim namanya. Itu yang 752 gratis ntar Bang katanya, kayak fly by wire.
Mantap. Aku nungguin 772 gitu.
Andai. Let's take a look at those formations. What's the call sign?
Oh, Airbus 220.
Oh really? What's the call sign?
Nggak tahu.
Lah, call sign-nya apa Bang yang A220-nya? Kode ICAO-nya.
Nggak, aku nungguin, bukan ada di sini.
Oh alah. Synaptic SIM itu Bang lagi develop dia. Akhir tahun ini rilis Bang.
Oke.
Take a look at those cloud formations, folks. Unfortunately, we cannot see anything down beneath. It's quite a shame. and the present weather conditions at DCA, yeah, still IFR. Pushing on top of climb there, about 7,000, 6,000 feet to go. Awannya tebal banget bang, nggak kelihatan apa-apa di bawah.
Iya, tebal banget sih, tadi aku kayak merasa masuk ke dunia lain.
Masih dunia lain. In case that you've just joined us in this evening's live stream, ladies and gentlemen, please kindly hit the bell. Sorry, kindly hit the like button on the left-hand side of live stream, so it will help us to grow this YouTube channel, as well as the community that is supporting it. Please also share your thoughts down beneath in the live chats, and perhaps in the comment section as well once this live stream has ended. You can also share this live stream with your friends and colleagues if you wish to do so. And if you haven't done so already, please also kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel for free. And don't forget to hit the bell. Sorry. Not necessarily the best mood of talking this evening, so my apologies for that. Yeah, don't forget to hit the bell button on the right hand side of live stream, so you'll not miss any future content that we will make. On the other hand, if you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our Sushi Buzz page at www.sushibuzz.com/Abel Jets Group, or alternatively, you can also scan the QR code on the left-hand side of live stream. Some perks of, some of the perks that you can receive from supporting us financially include your names being listed on the running text beneath, and on some tiers you can also even request a particular flight to be streamed with a particular aircraft, which you folks can explore through our Social Bus page. And any kinds of donations, even the smallest ones, are much appreciated. And that's the PA for the cruising stage of this evening's, or this morning's live stream rather. And hope you'll enjoy the rest of the flight this morning with Abel Jump, member of Abel Jets Virtual Group. But take a look at that nose shot, folks. That's just beautiful. Take a look at that platform view, ladies and gentlemen. The wingspan of the aircraft is not necessarily massive, is it?
Setelah Abel RJ di mana ya?
Uganda, Cap. Yang runway-nya pasir itu loh.
Pak, letak tombol IRS-nya di mana? Switch.
Di kanan itu bang, di dekatnya first officer aja.
Nggak kelihatan tadi bang, aku harus muter-muter dulu baru kelihatan.
Wahaya. Weh, ini kondisi cuaca di DCA masih ini bang, masih IFR. Aku beneran pengen prefer visual approach sih, cuma nggak tahu, mungkin nanti aku set weather preset aja sih on approach biar bisa dapet visibility.
Iya.
Ini kalau live weather soalnya dia pakai runway 01, terus runway 01 itu ILS biasa, nggak seru.
Visual approach di dalam awan aja bang.
Wah ya, itu agak nekat ya.
Pakai feeling. Paling ya nubruk kapal lagi.
Gak bisa bang, kalau ke kanan nabrak gedung, kalau ke kiri ditembak rudal aja. Masuk ke gedung putih ntar.
Waduh, bahaya. Jangan sampai nggak usah disebut.
Kasus men, kalau katanya Mas Aldo.
Ada fotonya recreate yang pasti mana namanya? Pas kemarin makan.
Ngawur. Folks, I'm really tempted to do the, what's it called, the river visual approach to runway 19 this evening. I mean, the name of the live stream is also that, so yeah, we'll have to see if we can make it. Considering that the weather is not currently the best at DCA. Just about IFR conditions, unfortunately. I will be cruising at Mach 70 through the rest of this evening. On the other folks, New York City should be somewhere on our left hand side currently, but as you can see, the cloud layers are insanely thick down there, which is quite unfortunate. Weh, tapi kalau katanya apa nih VATSIM radar, kalau di atas DTA nggak ada ini loh, nggak ada awan loh.
Nanti berarti 01 ya?
Iya, kalau normalnya 01. We've reached our cruising altitude for this evening's livestream, folks. We've set about flight level 300, that is. Which is quite low. Considering that this aircraft doesn't necessarily have the highest of ceilings, of flight ceilings. Or surface ceilings, rather. Take a look at those cloud formations. It's beautiful. Lotus is currently taking a different route, he's currently flying over the ocean, whereas we are currently flying off ground, just over New York now. Could be somewhere on the left hand side. Fingers crossed that the weather conditions over DC would improve, so we can hopefully try the infamous river visual approach into runway 19 this evening, or this morning rather. You know, folks, I've just realized that the last time we streamed on the US, we did a live stream on continental US. I think that was last year already when we took the BMD 777 for the first time. From Vancouver down to Los Angeles, oh sorry, San Diego if I'm not mistaken. It's really been a while, hasn't it? Almost halfway through our journey this evening, folks. Folks, you know, as usual, I need to go to the loo for a minute or two. If there is anything that goes out of the ordinary, please do let me know through the live chat. I'll be monitoring the YouTube chat through my phone here. Fingers crossed nothing bad will happen throughout the remainder of this morning's flight. And I shall catch you guys hopefully in a minute or so. Alright folks, I'm happy the flight check. We should be starting our initial descent momentarily. As you can see, TOD is just about 40 miles there. Pull down the range of display. Alright, we'll do the arrival briefing real quick folks. It appears that the weather has improved slightly at DCA, which means we can hopefully take runway 19er for this evening. Oh no, it's not used, but you know, who cares? I really want to do the visual approach. Alright, runway 19er, that is for arrival, Clipper 3 on F arrival. From Waypoint MXC, Modena, VOR that is. Transition to level standard across the United States, level 180, that is. Radar required, prohibited areas, Parapa 56, these are the prohibited areas for the White House and the Capitol. 5 miles off Ronald Reagan, Washington National, point surface to 18,000 MSL, landing runway 19. At Clipper we must be at at 12,000 feet, then at Baltimore VOR that is, 10,000 feet at 250 knots, proceeding towards ice. Edwin and Megs and Maze for turning in for the visual approach into runway 19er. Let me just try to put up the shots here for the runway. It's not that one. Oh goodness me. Should not have pressed that. Go. Take runway 19er. KDCA. River Visual 19er. Alright, River Visual 19er, we must be at 3,000 feet at about 10 DME from the DCA VOR there, 110.1. Then 1,800 feet at Chain Bridge next to 5 DME from the DCA VOR. 1,500 feet just over the Just Flight Reservoir, turning to the Key Bridge, 900 feet. And then touching down at the DCA airspace, runway 19er. Special approach, no final approach fix. Ceiling must be, weather ceiling. We have 3,500 feet at -3 degrees Celsius, airport elevation 4 feet, 4 feet that is. The MSA around the DCA VOR is 2,500 feet all through. No misapproach procedure required or provided. Transition level 180 standard across the US of A. River Visual 19. Aircraft might visually follow the river to the airport or may proceed via the on-F GPS or key. By the RNG, shooting runway 100 raise, then follow the river, approach to the airport. Well, we'll just do everything manually while slowing down to make things more interesting. Discuss where the minimums stand. Primary threats for this evening will be pilot complacency, weather, visual approach itself, which is situated close, extremely close in proximity to prohibited areas, Papa 56, Bravo and Alpha. The Bravo one is for the White House and the Alpha one is for the Capitol. We must diligently follow through the river here. On the test sector I accidentally, bypassed the Papa 56 Alpha airspace there, airspace restriction due to the leg extension that I was trying to do, but we must not do that in this occasion, or otherwise, missiles would be fired from ground, surface-to-air missiles that is, SAM sites, Avenger Humvees, equipped with FIM-92 Stinger missiles shooting at you from Papa 56 Bravo and Alpha. Alright, besides any of those, do you have any questions, comments or concerns, India? No? Alright, that should complete the arrival briefing, folks. Yes. I mentioned this aircraft has an FVNAV. The 4 miles to go. Starting our initial descent towards DCA, into DCA rather. 12,000 feet at Clipper. Hi Eric, I just want to let you know that we've started our initial descent into DCA now. Can you please prepare the cabin for descent? Thank you.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
So not now. Oke Cap, aku jadi ambil runway 19er ya, yang visual.
Roger.
Tap frequency for DCA will be 119.1. Must follow the river diligently there, folks, otherwise, as I mentioned, we will be shot down. Clipper at 12,000 there. Local temperature, local altimeter at DCA is 2986. VOR will be on frequency of 101. There's approach course will be 187 degrees. Situational awareness rings as well on the FMC momentarily. That is set. Wasn't it? 187 on the course. 15. That'll do. There goes the SA rings. There. Speed restriction at Clipper, and no speed restrictions actually. Baltimore 10,000 feet at 250 knots, you know, the usual speed restriction at such altitudes. Feet already, 286 wasn't it, including 286 has been set. Barrow 20, passing 14,100 feet. Now that is checked on 1, 2 and 3. Do the approach checklist, shall we? Preparation for approach, FMS check, actual fuel, 2 tons remaining. Flight data, we'll use flaps 22 for landing. Flaps 33 for landing, which gives us a VRAF of 122 knots. That's checked. Landing flaps, approach flaps speed to landing. It's a standard 3-degree glide path all the way down. Pressurization is increasing there on ultra mode, which is set. And the approach briefing is complete. Preparation for approach track is complete, ladies and gentlemen. Next stop altitude will be to 10,000 feet. At waypoint ball. We are BS. American A320 is now on short final, it appears to be. wind data. Fortune Baltimore there. We should be reducing our speed to 250 knots. Baltimore. $7,000 at knees. Slow down to 250 knots now. About 10,000, prepare for rifle down. Cabin crew 10 minutes to landing. 100 decimal 1 is the frequency.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, prepare for landings.
Top. 10,000 feet ya Cap.
Roger, aku salah sistem yang lupa tadi.
Right, back to Com 1. Baltimore. 7,000 feet. Yes. Knees. Proper around there. Oh,
cabin is prepared for landing.
Roger. Roger, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Washington. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them here until we arrive at the gate. Ensure your tray tables are put away, your seats are in the upright position, and your seat belts are fastened. Once we land, the Abel Jump staff will provide you with information regarding your connection flights. Thank you for your cooperation. I will now check for the crew to ensure everyone is seated.
2 knots of tailwind, 3 knots of crosswind. Couldn't be worrisome. Alright, let's fire up the APU now. Switch the Fox air to the APU of the aircraft. Available, switching to APU air. Continuous ignition and command down. Oh, I think that was 1111. 111. Go. Forward 2 knots now. Clouds to go. Almost there, folks. Select for now. One more base jet that will be on the reproduction approach into the airport, into KDCA, that is, ladies and gentlemen. Direct will be our initial approach fix, 2,700 feet, that is. Okay, leaving base now. are very effective on the Avro RJ. Back to Ronald. Laps 18. Traffic. Skyjumper 1255 now established on final course on runway 19 for the river visual approach into runway 19 at DCA. Washington traffic. Cabin crew, take seats for landing, please.
Okay, Captain. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Cabin is secured.
But at Sunny, 2,000 feet. There goes the Potomac with the Lady Showman. It must be on the right hand side of the river, all the way touchdown, or else we could be, intercepted or shot down by the air defense systems on the left hand side there. The White House should be somewhere around there, as well as that's the National Monument, and the Capitol as well, somewhere around there on the left hand side of the aircraft. Coming down, laps 28. Let's disconnect the autopilot and auto throttle now. While you're flying out of control. We are VAP. 7 rather. stay on the right hand side of the river there, ladies and gentlemen. National traffic, Skyjumper 1255, short climb runway water international. Okay. Continue. Very high.
100. Air brakes out. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Burn down. Spoilers, the yellow and green. Brake
Manual.
pressure checked.
Max braking. The aircraft doesn't have any auto brakes nor auto spoilers. Maximum braking is all we have.
60 knots.
Minus 155 feet per minute elevation, but not bad at all. Take it here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Washington. We hope you enjoyed your flight with us today. Did you know that Washington DC is home to the largest library in the world, the Library of Congress? Also, the city is known for its iconic cherry blossoms that bloom every spring. Please remain seated until we reach the final parking position. On behalf of Captain Faza Abel, First Officer Cynthia
National
Schmidt,
traffic.
and the entire crew,
Skyjumper 1255 vacated runway 19 by Alpha.
Time here is 10:24 a.m.
National. Full shot here on runway 22. Buffer brake set to make sure that we're not going anywhere after landing checks. Gust lock set. Brakes are back in. Flaps are retracted after landing checks complete. Radar to standby. That's it, folks. Whew, that was quite interesting, wasn't it? The approach itself. National traffic, Skyjumper 1255 now crossing runway 04 via Alpha, then Bravo into the parking stance. National. Maybe use audio running. That was interesting, wasn't it, folks? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Right side here. Strobes. Not map strobes, there we go. Cast. That would do for Charlie only. See those massive air brakes, folks. That's the Avro RJ for you. BA446 also does have a similar feature. Oh, it's a very interesting approach, folks. Now we'll wait for Lalu. You know what, folks? We've got a center coming online, quite funnily enough, just as now. Where we've touched down. Take this one, I suppose. Thank you, 01, that is. Oh, great. Sorry, gate 101. That one. I'll just do here. Not necessarily on central line, but I hope that'll do. Oh, which Pakistan is this? 101, wasn't it? That's strange. Do we have 101? No, I don't think we have that. Just take 010 Alpha, shall we? Cabin crew, disarm doors and slides, please.
Okay, Captain, all doors in park. I will prepare the cabin for deboarding.
Funnily enough, folks, there is now ATC online over Washington DC. DC Center is now online, just as we have touched down there. That's about it. Stop the chrono. Go. APU jet not line. That does that. Try to go on the APU. Sorry, the engines. The APU, silly. FB back, should be somewhere around here, wasn't it? Oh, there we go. Aircraft, focus, ground power, what's the OAT? Ooh, 21 degrees centigrade, interesting. Parking checklist, folks. Parking brake is set. Sludge is on, transponder TCAS on to standby. Generators off, air conditioning is on, engine shutdown performed, plastic belts off, external lights off, brake fans as required, fuel pumps. Controlling as well. Hydraulic scan come off. Ice protection. Off. Parking checklist is complete. Down we go, folks. Safe and sound at DCA.
United 988, heavy runway with 1 hour left, clear to land.
1 hour left, clear to land, United 988.
Central Aircraft Washington Center will be back in 30 seconds.
Lalo's on short final now, folks. Let's try the plane spot him, I suppose. Could be somewhere around there. Alright.
United 616, Washington Center, climb maintain flight level 380.
United 988, turn around.
United 988, roger, fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3000.
Runway heading, climb maintain 3000, United 988.
United 988, were you just high?
Yeah, a little too much.
Yeah, I think the confusion where when I said maintain 7000 is what I wanted you to get down to, and then you're cleared for the ILS, but I'll just bring you back around. Do you want the ILS again for the same runway?
Yeah, if I'm at same runway, United 988.
United 988, roger, squawk 3576.
You're on final now?
Squawk 988.
United 988, turn right, heading 300.
Flight 300 988.
Delta 609, frequency change approved. Had a good flight to Savannah.
Delta 609, thanks, so long.
Alright, there he is. Gotcha, mate. Okay. We're to the vicinity of the airport in the Pacific. That's a very steep
Delta
descent to the show.
3665, descend and maintain flight level 210.
210, so flight 3665.
Over the threshold now. Oh no, GSX, no. And there he goes. The runway is not necessarily that short though, it's about 2,100 meters long. My hometown's airport, the older airport, the runway length there is just give or take the same. Obviously before they moved to a newer airport, about an hour, 2 hours away by road.
Yeah, 988 heavy, turn right heading 010.
Right heading 010, United 988.
Omega 1260, turn right on Juliet, cross runway 4, and join Kilo to the ramp.
Roger, turn right on Juliet and cross runway 4 and go to the ramp for Abel Jump 1260.
Have a good one.
Take it slowly, folks. Let's go to company frequency and ask him how was the experience. Just connect the GPU now. GPU is now connected. Connecting APU power. Oops. But copy new air. Cutting down the APU. Gimana Cap? Gak dirudal kan Cap? Dapat ATC lagi.
Delta 563, Cleveland Center's offline, radio services terminated, frequency change approved, have a good flight to Kansas City.
Aman aja sih, tapi tadi aku lupa.
Well, we get in contact with the service, Delta 563, see ya.
Lupa kenapa bang?
Lupa matiin auto throttle jadi agak ngebut landingnya.
Oh alah. Iya tadi dilihat dari darat juga kok steep banget tadi approach-nya, kayak orangnya masih tinggi ini. Kalau nggak kenceng pesawatnya. There it goes, folks. The wing lights are still on, aren't they?
United 988 heavy, turn right heading 090, descend and maintain 2000.
United 0, descend and maintain 2000, United 988.
Down we go, folks, down we go. Where is he? There he goes. Different sound. Fortunately, folks, as I've mentioned, the weather was steadily improving over DC, which meant we could take the river virtual approach into runway 19 as per the name of this live stream.
So the 3665 New York Center is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved for Southwest 3265. Thank you.
There it goes.
United 988 Heavy. You're about 4 miles from the final approach fix. Turn right heading 160. Maintain 2000 till established with a localizer. Cleared ILS runway 100 left approach.
United 988, turn left, turn right heading 160, maintain 2000 until the localizer.
And you're cleared the ILS runway 100 left approach.
Clear left, 100 left approach, 988.
United 616, Jack Center's offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved.
That's the capital, if you can see that on the right hand side of the airdrome. See?
Yeah.
There we go. That's very cool, folks. Gak dirudal tadi, Cap. Dirudal sama Mas Rusdi.
Bahaya enggak?
Cap, masih Unicom, Cap. Kamu transmitnya di center.
Enggak kok, enggak.
Sumpah kamu barusan TX-nya di 133725 tempatnya sih ini.
Enggak kok, aku form 2 enggak.
Triple 1883, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Udah tadi.
Descend and maintain flight level 320, Triple 1883.
Aman lah ya, nggak dirudal lah ya.
Ya, paling penumpangnya mual-mual aja.
Bahaya. Aku tadi beneran ngikutin ininya soalnya aliran sungainya gitu. Jadi kayak Top Gun.
United 988 Heavy, runway 100 left, clear to land.
Alright, 100 left, clear land, United 988.
Alright, folks. Fortunately, that's the only leg that will be flying this morning. It's already about 10 PM in where I currently resided. And tomorrow is a weekday, so not necessarily want to sleep too late this evening. Yeah, I think we can start off to conclude this evening's live stream, folks. First things first, I would like to deliver my gratitude to the awesome air traffic controllers from VATSIM USA, namely Mike Willie and Devin, for their outstanding ATC service. Thank you very much for this morning. Looking forward to flying your airspaces, hopefully soon enough. On the other hand, I would also like to deliver my gratitude to Lalu for quite literally always being there whenever we are doing live streams. So thank you very much, buddy. Really appreciate your presence and consistency there. I wish you all the best of luck for your thesis, your upcoming thesis. Hopefully, you should be graduated. Sorry, you should graduate by October, if I'm not mistaken. Because you know, we used to take the same university, although I only did my bachelor's degree. He's continuing his master's there. Which is so cool for him. On the other end, folks, I'll also dismiss Erica and her crew for this evening. Let's just do that real quick. Hi Erica, thank you very much for this morning. You've done an amazing hard work alongside your crewmates. I'm looking forward for our next journeys in the skies together. Until that time comes, stay safe and have a good one. Take care.
Thank you, Captain Faza Abel. I appreciate your kind words. It's been a pleasure working alongside you and the crew. Looking forward to our next flight together. Take care.
Yeah, 988, make the left turn off. And where are you parking?
There she goes.
Bravo 40.
Alright folks, that's done.
988, roger, make the right turn onto Kilo if you can. And then join the ramp at Bravo for spot 73. Have a good one.
Yeah, that's everything dismissed for tonight. Or this morning rather. In case that you're leaving us now folks, please before you do that make sure to hit the like button on the left hand side of the live stream to help us to grow this YouTube channel even more. Share your thoughts down beneath in the live chat and the comment section once this live stream has ended. You can also share this live stream with your friends and colleagues in case that you want to do so. And also please kindly subscribe to the Abel Jets Virtual Group YouTube channel and hit the bell button just right next to it so you will not miss any future contents that we will make in this YouTube channel. On the other hand, if you want to support us financially, you can also head over to our social buzz page at www.socialbuzz.com/Abel Jets Group, or alternatively you can also scan the QR code that is available on the left hand side of live stream. Some perks on supporting us financially can be one of them, your names being displayed on the moving text beneath, as you can see there on the live stream, with other perks being available at the Social Buzz website. Some also include some custom prayers or live streams that you can request at a certain tier. With that folks, I think we can officially conclude this evening's live stream. Again, thank you very much for watching from the beginning till the end. I wish you all the best of health wherever you are watching this live stream from.
Good afternoon, November 313,
this is Racing Falcon from Abel Jets Virtual Group signing out. Thank you very much for keeping our dreams aloft, and we shall see you guys in the skies. Until that time comes, stay safe, take care, and bye bye for now.
It all started with a dream to connect the world, bring people closer together, as well as to diversify and unite the virtual skies. The day dawned crisp and clear at Honolulu International Airport. A maiden flight was going to take action.
Honolulu delivery, Abel 100 at seating 01, with information Alpha requesting IFR clearance to Hilo. Abel 100, Honolulu delivery, you are cleared to Hilo via Pale 3 departure, runway 04 left, squawk 1112.
Hilo ground, Abel link 2
taxi holding point runway 26 via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to holding point runway 26 via Echo Alpha, Able Link 221.
Able 100, wind 22 degrees at 5 knots, runway 26 right, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26 right, Able 100.
Our founders have their legacy etched upon the horizon. Gaining wisdom from the past, it was then time for the next generations to put their own footprints and leave their legacy in the virtual skies. A new era was about to begin.
from all of us in flight simulation communities.
We are wishing Abel Jets Group happy
10th anniversary. Happy 10th anniversary.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories when everything was as fresh as the bright blue skies. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stay out too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Sweet child of mine. Love of mine. Sweet child of
Thank you for keeping our dreams aloft. Here's to another 10 years of making progress to connect the world. To the skies, stars, and what lie above all of them. Our real journey has just begun.